Okay, so next one is the part 25, I believe. It might be 24. I'll have to double check. The right to social service. So, what that means is no matter what your circumstance is, like for instance, if you're having to live on welfare and food stamps, or you trying to get your social security, or state health care, or any of that kind of stuff, you have a right to that. So this is, it kind of goes on that humanity kind of laws and stuff like that. Um, Whatever your circumstance is, you have a right to have some of these programs. Now, there are rules and there are guidelines, there are laws, there are a few different things that play into it. But due to the 30 basic human rights, you're technically entitled to using these programs. So that doesn't mean you can go quit your job and go get it, because there's rules and laws and stuff that play into it. But if you're laid off, like for instance I am, I have entitlement to unemployment. I don't have much of an entitlement to more than anything than that, but I have at least that much. Whereas my dad, he's a retired veteran slash measurement scientist slash auditor slash and all that stuff, and he's like retired. So he gets like the military benefits, he gets the state health care, he gets, military health care, whatever you want to call it. He gets social security, he gets all that stuff, and he is entitled to that stuff. That is an entitlement he has earned, he's built up and put into it. Now, the Democrats have done over many, many years, they have robbed Social Security damn near blind. So, that is definitely something that has to be fixed. And, as I said, I don't think the illegal immigrants are coming here with any real malice intent. But the problem is because they're not paying in taxes and running a tax-paying job, usually it's an under table. Usually because they don't have citizenship. I mean, now this is just the illegal immigrants. It ends up putting a strain on the system, because now, like one thing I was made aware of, they'll come here, and because it's unknown if they're married or not, the guy, he'll go work an actual job, not tax paying, usually at an under table or something like that. And then what he does is he's got all this income, and then the wife is over there saying, well, I'm a single mom, and she's reaping all the benefits that come with being a single mom in this country, which quite frankly is a lot. And this ain't just like one person or one group of people. No, this is what I was told kind of goes on in those communities. So you got to understand that kind of stuff does put a strain on our system, and it takes away from stuff like Social Security to pay for those programs. So we have to address this problem. We have to. I mean, I've been to the food stamp office and all those places. You know about how often they actually go out and check out places, people's homes and stuff? About that much. They're not doing their job. They basically sit in their office and then put things on a computer. Occasionally, they might go out. And that's a real problem. But, there's ways to fix this to where it takes a little burden off of the system. And we can start rebuilding this country. We can start fixing things. Yes, you're entitled to these programs, but we ain't gonna have somebody over here claiming to be a single mom with 5 kids and then has her husband over here making doing the job paying $17 an hour. And that's not plausible. It doesn't work. It's too much of a burden on the system. The government cannot afford that. They cannot afford that. And I know they want to sit there and make you believe that, but all it's doing is basically pushing us even closer and closer to socialism, communism, BS, where the government's taking care of everyone. So we have to fix these systems. Now, I'm not saying to get rid of the illegal immigrants. On the contrary, like I said, most of them are coming here because they're trying to have a better life. So our real answer is fixing the system. We have to fix the system, which is why, I've been sitting around saying, I'm going to challenge the system. Because the system is what's broken. The system's what's broken. It shouldn't take 10 years to get into this damn country. That is ridiculous. So, we actually have a form of an immigration plan that could work. And mine and my dad's plan. Nice little copyrighted form of immigration plan that might actually work and fix a lot of problems. And not remove people from this country that are actually coming here to try and be free. They want to come here and make a living too. And I get it, you're talking about them taking jobs, but I'm sorry. I might not have the most skill, I might not be the most educated, but I'm not getting out there and picking up, I'll do it like a one day kind of thing just to go do it, but that's not going to be a daily job for me. My back is, I'm older, so my back hurts a little easier. My neck hurts a lot more. My knees kind of hurt a little. And yeah, if I did exercise, it'd probably hurt less, but that's just the point. There's a lot of people out there that won't do that kind of stuff. So they're taking away some jobs in that respect. But at the same time, the companies are the one paying them under the table sometimes. So, you have to look at the whole scenario. The whole scenario. And if you don't do that, then you're not being fair. You're not trying to make this country open and welcoming to everyone. Keep in mind, the only ones that are actually from this is the Native Americans. Even we came here. So we're technically immigrants. Now, granted, because we were born here, we're not technically immigrants. We're technically now native to the country. But when we first came here, we were definitely immigrants. We were conquerors. We were whatever you want to call us. But that's, that's just the way it is. This country grew and evolved because we came here. Otherwise, it probably would have never hit this level. So, we have to look at everything in a complete circle. That's why my political side and my personal side vary so much. Is because when I look at it from a political standpoint, I try to take the Constitution, 30 basic human rights, Declaration of Independence, I try to look at all of them together to make sure everyone's treated fairly. Because that's what this country is supposed to be. That's what this country is. So, everyone has a right to these programs. And you need to understand that. But at the same time, you have to understand there is a such thing as putting a burden on the system. You can challenge the system, but putting a financial burden on it, you're just going to cause it to tank and crash and give them more power. We have to challenge the system. We need to challenge the government. Stop challenging everybody else. So, like I said, if I run, I'm going up there to take on the government. Yes, am I a Southern Baptist personally? Yes, I have personal beliefs. You're not going to agree with them all the time. But that wouldn't be the side of me you'd be voting for. You'd be voting for me, the political side. The political side is different. So, you got to take a look at everything. And I encourage everyone to take a look at everything. So, just know that you have a right to all these programs. Everyone does. Doesn't matter your race, skin, any of that stuff. You technically have a right to them. So, thank you and have a good day.